Greetings to all. I am Dr. Ruchi Bhargav, Assistant Professor, Khalsa College of Education, Ranjit Avenue, Amritsar. And I am here today to present my topic, that is online learning. So before starting the topic, I want to thank our esteemed, respected Sardar Rajinder Mohan Singh Ji China, Honorary Secretary, Khalsa College Charitable Society, who gave us a wonderful opportunity to come forward and give these type of lectures. Secondly, I want to thank our esteemed and respected principal, Dr. Mandeep Kaur, who has also motivated to all their staff to come forward and display their techniques and knowledge in front of viewers. Last but not the least, I also want to thank Dr. Ajaypal Singh, Director, KCGC TV, who gave us a wonderful opportunity and also a wonderful studio where we can express our views. So, viewers, let's start our topic, that is online learning. Online learning is made up of two words, that is online and learning. What is the meaning of online? Online meaning the process where we need technologies. Technologies like computer and internet. Second word is learning. Now what is the meaning of learning? We can say that learning had broad perspective. Learning is a term of formal learning. Learning is a term in informal learning, and learning in the term of non-formal learning. Here we are talking about formal and informal learning, which takes place with the help of internet and different technologies. So now what is the meaning of online learning? Online learning is a learning which take place with the use of internet and computer and give the broad perspective of teaching and learning. Online learning is not a new term. It is advent from 1960 and it is intertwined with the advent of computer and computing technologies. When we talk about the evolution of online learning, it is started in 1960. In 1960, there is a computer-based training with the use of mainframe computers. When we go further and come in the era of 1994, there is advent of WWW, that is World Wide Web, which give boon to the online industry. In 1996, the first online course was developed by the University of Toronto. When we move further and come to the year 2005, there is a big blast of the technology with the advent of YouTube. And we all know that YouTube is a big and biggest platform to give knowledge about educational content and for the entertainment purpose. In 2006, first MOOC. MOOC means Massive Open Online Course was launched by the different global universities. Global universities like University of Canada, University of Australia has launched its first open online course. When we come further, there is an era of 2020. And we all know that it is an era where the pandemic COVID-19 was there. Everybody was in their home. Nobody want to touch anything. So how can the learning will take place? So there is a boon and there is a boom of online courses. This is the era where online courses was rapidly increased and everybody take their lessons or classes with the use of these technologies. We all can remember those days where our children's and even teachers take their lessons or classes with the use of these technologies. They helped us to take our degrees and did not show any kind of negative thinking or negative conflict in them. In this era, in present era, in 2025, there is also very increased technologies in the online learning, that is virtual learning, augmented reality and artificial intelligence. So we can say that online learning is not here, we can see from this perspective, it is back from the 1960 to till date. So now this is the historical background of online learning. Now we have talked about one term, that is MOOC, and I want to talk on this term elaborately. Now what is MOOC? MOOC is Massive Open Online Courses. It is very simple to learn about MOOC. We all know that MOOC is made of four words, that is massive, open, online and courses. Massive means which includes all over the world and all over the population over the world. Massive means huge. Open means the technology or the resources which is open for all. Online means, we have read about online, that online is a technology where computer and internet are there. And courses can be formal or informal. So what is the meaning of MOOC? MOOC is Massive Open Online Course, the courses which can be done with the use of these digital technologies. So now you are wondering that why I am more emphasizing on MOOCs. Because MOOCs is a today's innovation or digital technologies. MOOCs come in four quadrants, or we can say that MOOC are developed in a systematic process which has four quadrants. The first quadrant of MOOC is text message or text content. The viewer or the learners who are taking MOOC courses can learn online. All the lectures are digitally utilized and digitally transformed with the help of internet and computer. The second quadrant is e-content or tutorial videos. Tutorial videos was made by the instructor or teacher, and it is the second component of MOOC. The third component of MOOC is self-assessment. Self-assessment means in the form of quizzes. Like we can do the quiz and we can self-assess our development in the academic process. And the fourth quadrant of MOOC is discussion forum or external links. Discussion forum means when we do the online courses, we don't know that where our participants or friends or fellow participants are from there. So we can do the discussion forum with our mentors and with the other participants. Fifth, but this is the not formal component of MOOC, that is external links. What is the meaning of external link? In the MOOCs, there is different references of different sites and different text messages or different literature, and we can use these external links in our MOOCs. So MOOCs is developed in four quadrant, that is e-lecture, content, discussion forum and quizzes. So this is all about MOOC. Now what is the importance of MOOC? Basically MOOC is for those learners who are deprived or who are in remote areas and cannot access the education. When we see the Indian scenario, we have 28 states and every state has their own physical and geographical challenges. When a single learner who are from Punjab and want to take the degree or graduation or post-graduation degree from the international university or from the Oxford University or any renowned university in the world, what he can do? He can do their degree with the use of these MOOCs. The MOOCs are very affordable and cost effective. In India, there is also an online platform, that is SWAYAM, which is managed by MHRD, and it develops different type of courses for those learners who are in service and who want to do online courses. So this is a very big boon for those students who are deprived and who are from remote areas. So we can say that the MOOCs is a very relevant, cost effective and very efficient to develop teaching learning process very easy. So this is all about MOOC. Now, what are the main forms of online learning? In layman language, we can say that online learning can be synchronous, asynchronous, and in blended mode. Now, what is the meaning of these terms? Synchronous means the learner and the teacher are online and they interact with each other. This is a synchronous mode where teacher and instructor are online. They can share their views. Student can ask queries with their teacher. Second is asynchronous mode. Asynchronous mode is a form where teacher can put their lecture or upload their lecture on YouTube or any digital form or any LMS, that is learning management system. And student can learn or watch these videos whenever they get time. So this is also a form of online learning, that is asynchronous mode. Third mode is blended mode. In blended mode, there is combination of two modes, that is formal education, formal classes like any class or any classroom teaching, and second is online teaching. When teacher teach or taught one lecture in the physical or formal education or formal mode in the classroom, the next lecture or maybe the second or third lecture may be online, then student can learn from the online session. So this is the blended mode, blended learning. So this is all about the component of online learning. Now, what are the advantages of online learning? I have basically think that there are four major advantages of online learning. Online learning is cost effective. Online learning is very effective. Online learning has broader perspective like national or international base, and fourth, it is very affordable, cost effective. Now, what are the disadvantages of online learning? That we can say that not in India or all over the world where the internet speed or internet can be drowned, there may be any difficulties to approach these content. So now, in the concluding statement, we can say that online learning is a greater platform for digital technologies, and to learn something new in a broader perspective can help you with the help of online learning. Thanks for the watching.